Somewhere close by, a child is preparing for her wedding. But this campaigner is determined it won't go ahead. First, though, he has to track her down. Finally, in a small village, we find her. She's called Jemmy. Would you tell her that we hear she's getting married?
Yes.
Are you excited about that?
Not very much.
Jemmy is just 13 years old. Her mother says the wedding will go ahead. We leave, but promise to return. It's actually against the law in Bangladesh for a girl to marry before the age of 18. But the most recent statistics show that 1 in 5, 20% of girls, are forced to go through a wedding before they're even 15. They often drop out of school, rarely get to do any paid work, and they run a much higher risk of domestic violence.
It's the new kind of slavery. Can you imagine robbing a child of her childhood? That means she doesn't go to school. She becomes perpetually uneducated, and it also becomes a cycle. She becomes a bad mother.
This is where child marriage can lead. A hospital in the capital, Dhaka. Funds are tight. Some patients sleep 2 to a bed. Girls who give birth young often suffer serious internal injuries or fistula, leaving them incontinent for life. It turns them into social pariahs. This is Poppy, just 12. She's had 1 baby already. What happened to your baby?
It died in my tummy. They had to cut it out.
Remember Jemmy? We returned to her village with a local charity and a government official.
You should get your daughter married when she's 18. I didn't know this.
After receiving promises of help and warnings about the consequences of breaking the law, in front of the whole village, the family makes an announcement. The wedding's off. What are you thinking now?
I think this is very good what's happening.
Across Bangladesh, hundreds of thousands of girls are forced into marriage. In just days, Jemmy was going to be one of them. But now, for the time being at least, she has a second chance to remain a child. Angus Crawford, BBC News, in Bangladesh.